Oh, say Lafayette Neo. We give
Peace
thanks
and blessings.
We pay homage in the name of Olodumare, the
Peace
ancestors and all the
blessings.
Orisha. We welcome you.
Welcome.
I am Awoifa Jimini
I am Awoifa Tegunshe.
and you are tuned in to
The best
the greatest
podcast
on the planet Earth.
Let's Talk IFA.
Welcome to another episode of the Let's Talk IFA Q&A, question and answer edition.
Yes.
Today's question is,
What is today's question?
do you have to do your Oshe or feed your Orisha on every Orisha day? So if you follow the traditional calendar, you have Obatala Day, Ifa Day, Ogun, Shango, and then the cycle repeats over with Obatala, so forth and so on. So, excuse me, if you need a traditional calendar, email us at LetsTalkIFA@gmail.com. Please continue to like, share, and subscribe. Also, check out our 7-week African Spirituality Blueprint program. So, we will send you a calendar if you don't have it. So the question is, do you have to feed your Orisha or make your Oshe? Oshe, for those of you that may not know, Oshe is the spiritual week. The Yoruba Orisha calendar goes by a 5-day week instead of a 7-day week. So, for instance, today is ruled by Ogun. So the question is, do you have to appease those Orisha on every Orisha day? So I'll start out by saying, if you can, it's good too. But practically and realistically, you may not be able to do that on every Oshe, on every Orisha day. You might be out of town. You might be very busy, on some days you might want to just salute your shrine in the morning. Just say, give thanks and just say, may you bless me. And, throughout my day, just real 1-2 minutes. If you don't have a lot of time, you may not have time to sit there and do your full Oshe and feed with cola nut or gin or palm oil or, or robo or bitter cola or cola nut or whatever the Orisha that you're dealing with. Now, as a general rule of thumb, I would say that, let's say it's Ifa. Let's say you have your hand of Ifa or you initiate to Ifa. You have Ifa Day. You have on Ifa Day, you have Oromila, Oshun, Olokun, Losai, Ajay, Eshu be there as well. Some people have Egbe on Ifa Day, and now Ile we have it on Ogun Day. So if you miss one, try to catch the next one because it's going to be 4 days later anyway, right? Now, if you miss 2 in a row, try to really make sure you catch the third one. You want to try to at least go, for me, in my opinion, at least, once or twice a month. And let's say you miss for whatever reason, you only get to do it at one time out of the month. Okay, well, make that a big one. Feed them, extra well, give them, make that. So that's how you can kind of ebb and flow with it. But the point is, it's okay. It's not doom and gloom. The Orisha not going to be mad at you if you miss Ifa Day today.
Yeah, most of these.
If you miss Shango Day today, it's not, it's okay.
Yeah,
catch the next one.
Their forces of nature, their energy, so that you're not going to be struck by lightning, or you're not going to be doomed,
punished, and they're not going to be mad at you.
That's sort of like a religious mindset,
right?
When you think like that. But I would say, on those particular days that you greet each Orisha, if you don't have, I've had cases where I didn't have cola nut or ogbo.
Yeah, you're not going to have it all the time.
So I made it a practice when I didn't have those things or I don't have those things. I'll give something, condiments that I may have, like Epal, for those Orisha
palm oil
that takes Epal.
I make
make sure I have Ori, shea butter, for the Orishas that take that.
Go by
Of
Tala,
course,
Egbe.
Artesian, you know, Oyin,
Honey,
you know, Atare,
Guinea pepper,
you know, and of course, always Omitutu,
water.
you know. So those things, if you don't have Obiabata or Orogbo, sometimes those things are scarce. Sometimes those things can be very expensive. Those prices can go up, you know what I mean? And it can be ridiculous sometimes. So you might not have those things in your condiment spot. But the things that you can have, you can always find Eon. You know what I mean? Eon or Eon. You know, for a batala, pounded yam. You know, those things you can find even if you have to boil some potatoes and you know, skin it and boil the potatoes and smash them into a mound and offer it to a batala. So those things you can find. You know, snacks for Egbe, you know, that's in every store, you know, you can find snacks. So it's really no excuse. But as the Baba said, you don't have to be extreme with it. If you miss two,
oh my God, I missed
days, if you miss
okay.
2 Oshe days or something like that, then make sure the third day that you give, you go out.
Right.
You know, you go out.
Take care of them.
To let them know that you still thinking about them and you care. You know, you take care of them.
And that's okay. That's good enough. Like I said, some days I'm in a rush. I just go salute the shrine, Yibashe, you know, pay homage, thank you, protect me today.
At least touch your
your Orisha, touch your head and chest, and you go. Yeah, check in and show.
Yeah, that's energy right there. Because you got to understand, you exchanging energy when you giving offering, you giving energy, and then in return, the ancestors and the Irumale will give that energy back.
Right.
So a lot of times it may not be anything that they may eat. You might be just a simple bowing your head to the floor, putting Fori Bale and to the shrine. That's energy exchange.
Just
that's
checking
showing
in.
that respect.
You're saying, okay, I'm checking in.
Right. And you do a prayer and then you move to take care of your business. You know,
it could be a quick prayer, it could be a long, it just depends on the ebb and flow of your day. If you on your way out, just say something real quick, just greet, you know, quick greeting.
If you can get a libation in, get a libation in, you know. But you know, that's important. You don't have to wreck your brain and say, "Oh, I don't have any cola nut. I need to. Oh my God,
it's okay.
The Orishas are going to get me. They're not going to get you.
They're not. You don't have to do the full thing every time. Like the Baba said, let's say you got 5 or 10 minutes, but you don't have any condiments and you don't have 20 minutes. You go 30 minutes, but do your libation, say your mojuba, give thanks, just say a general prayer real quick, and just and roll out. You get them the next time or the time after that. Now, don't go 2 or 3 months without saluting your shrine. I wouldn't do that because now it's like, why is it here? At that point, like there's people that Ifa is so dry they ain't been to the Ifa in months.
But on that, because I've seen a lot of that, and it's just basically they received their Ifa and with no instructions on what to do. So they just think you're supposed to just have it there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Or some people get the instructions and don't do it.
Yeah.
You got that part. You got that too.
Well, you have it all on all levels, but a lot of what I came across was a lot of people just didn't know.
A lot of people don't know.
It's not their fault. You know what I mean? So the only thing you can do is teach them what to do and hopefully they'll do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're right about that. And there's a lot of people who have been mistaught.
Right.
Right. I ran into people that I met and we doing, talking and they had never rubbed their Akeem before.
Yeah, I've came across that.
I was like, what y'all doing with it then?
Yeah, some people just pour
feed
the
it and
stuff
just
in
drowning
on
it in gin and palm oil and honey, and you never even rub your ikeme before. The
when you rub the
resonance in the
ikeme,
sound, that's what you.
That's opening the doors of Orun.
Yeah,
when
that's
you
how you
rub
commune
those,
with your,
communing
your
with
Ifa,
Ifa.
touching your ikeme.
Yeah,
rubbing them,
rubbing
the
them,
16.
and when you make sure your ikeme always stay shiny, because that shows that you want your destiny to shine.
Right.
So make sure that your ikeme are always shiny, and you gotta touch your ikeme. That's the representation of your destiny. When you hold your ikeme with care, and you rub and you pray.
That's the
you
praying
can do
hand
it like
symbol.
this.
That's what it is.
You can do on your close to your ori, and then here, and then you do your prayers to Ifa while you rubbing the palm oil into the ikeme. You pray into your Ifa.
The sound creates a resonance, okay, that helps to send your prayers into the ether, into the universe, directed towards Orunmila. And also, it acts as an antidote, because evil and negative spirits don't like that sound.
Yeah, it keeps the negative
so
energy.
It also keeps the negative energy with all the things that we do. The order of Yoshun, the bell, the banglets that we have, our instruments, our chime. I forgot the old dude that talks about the wind chimes keeping away evil spirits and negative spirits and Ajogun, but it's the same.
Ogbelfun is one.
It's the same premise, right? That it's talking about the resonance of certain sounds that are made that ward off negativity.
Yeah, Ogbelfun is one of those old dudes that talks about the chiming, keeping chiming instruments.
Yes,
some people have chiming instruments on like their ankles,
on their body, keep a lot of wind chimes around
their house, or they may have to have bells around where they sleep to keep spirits away. Ogbefun is one of those old dudes that speak about the chiming instruments.
Yeah, so to answer your question, it's okay if you miss a day or two with your Oshe, or even 3. Just make sure, like I said, even if you catch it only one time this month, make that one a big one, and try to do a little better, and at least try to do it every other Oshe, right? Yeah. But if you're traveling, you can still tap in. You just pour libation from wherever you are and just say your prayers. Say your Mojuba, give thanks, and say your prayers. It's okay, because you're connected to your Orisha. But if you have a shrine at home, don't just go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 months, a year, 2 years, and you ain't fed your Ifa, you ain't rubbed your Ikeme, you ain't fed your ancestors, and then they'll be the quickest one to talk about something's not working. Well, when the last time you been in your shrine? This is a relationship. Like the Baba said, don't let your Orisha be dry and crusty and like when you get out the shower and every day, don't you put on shea butter? Don't you put on lotion? Don't you put on all types of juices and berries in your hair, and you got your skin, and you brush your teeth, your mouth fresh, and everything feeling good, but your Orisha and your ancestors in there crusty, dusty, and hungry, and and thirsty, and you wondering why your life ain't going right. What kind of relationship are you building with your Orisha and your ancestors?
Yeah, and you got to keep your shrine clean. That's important. Keep around your shrine clean and in order. I know sometimes it can, because sometimes my shrine, because I'll be working.
Right.
So I work, so sometimes I'll be like, okay, I got to get this shrine together. But that's because I'm always working in there.
Keep it clean.
Right. But you want to keep your shrines clean and in order, and you want to keep your vessels and things of that sort. You want to keep them clean. Because it's like the saying, what do they say? Cleanliness next to godliness.
It's next to godliness.
You know what I mean? So you want the Orishas, when you keep your shrines clean, that's when the Orishas are able to operate, more effectively when you in the shrine. things become
That's
more
not
clear,
dirty and filthy. Yeah,
it's a lot of clarity with that. So
Benny.
keep your shrines
You know,
clean, and just don't stress if you can't find some type of condiment to give to your
or I can't
Orisha.
make
Don't
it
freak
today,
out.
or it's okay, guys.
So relax your
ladies
mind,
and gentlemen.
easy,
Relax.
ease the mind,
It's okay.
ease your Ori, and relax.
Yeah.
Everything will work out.
and it doesn't mean you have to keep your shrine like spick and span, like every little nook and cranny. It's just organized. Because I've been in some inner shrines and some ancient shrines in Africa, and it's not clean in that sense, but there's like order to it. It's structured. Its things are old and ancient, and it's spider webs, and it might be dirty because it's a lot of power. These things are hundreds or thousands of years old. So you're not gonna go in there with ammonia and bleach and Kleenex and clean it like that. But the shrine is clean. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, in the diaspora, you will see a lot of, especially with the Lukumi, they got their Orisha stuff be very lavish.
Elaborate, lavish,
and it's like, even when they have their offerings to the Orishas, they'll have like 20 cakes, decorated cakes on the shrine, and it's beautiful. They have flowers. They make it beautiful because in the diaspora, the fanciness of
the presentation
is so beautiful because I think it shows gratitude that we love this. The love that you have for it is how your shrine is going to look. You know what I mean? If you love Oshun, you're going to see Oshun's shrine is going to be immaculate because that's what you want to get from that Orisha. You want to get, when you make them beautiful and your shrine is beautiful, your life will be beautiful.
I say
I credit the Isheshe Lukumi Isheshe because again, Lukumi is Isheshe, y'all. Don't get it twisted. You're going to confuse them now. Lukumi is, but I don't care. Because the Isheshe people say they like the go Isheshe folks, they like to separate. Like Isheshe is only
we're just
from
trying
Nigeria.
to bring some unity, y'all.
Yeah,
we understand the differences, but just do your history and appreciate, and let's not
all aspects of it.
The division, right?
All aspects of it.
I say,
you know what I mean? Is Isheshe is tradition.
I say.
So everybody from Lukumi on is Isheshe, and they have something. They have an aspect to offer to this beautiful culture we have. But I love the way. And I've drummed and I've been around a lot of the Afro-Cuban and the Lukumi traditions when I lived in Florida. I drummed with a lot of Lukumi, and I just love the way when they decorate their shrine to the Orisha. Like Obatala, and like Obatala is like clean white. Fresh, clean flowers. The flowers look healthy. You got like 16, 20 white, pure white cakes on the shrine, and it's just beautiful. And you see the beauty that they put into it through their dance, through their singing, through the drumming. It's like they really get into it. They love it. And so, and you see it by how the shrines are decorated. You know what I mean?
That's a form of their veneration. And the Orisha love it. It's different.
They love it.
Everybody has their own form.
And that's something
of
you
expression.
Offer. Right. And so yes, I think that would
that's pretty much the last jewel that will drop before we go. For the Omo Day, for the children, or the Apete Bee or wife that is responsible for cleaning the shrine.
Ooh.
If you understand the importance and the significance and the power of that, you're not just being like this lowly position of I'm just a cleanup person. No. The person that cleans the shrine with a positive mind, that's giving thanks and that's making prayers as you're cleaning the shrine, you're receiving all the benefits and the blessings and the guidance and the protection and the ashe of all the positive work that is done in that shrine. So if you understand that, take it out of your mind and, I'm just a clean up person. No.
Yeah, that's a good
It's a tremendous opportunity for you.
Glad you said that.
To receive all the blessings and all the benefit of all the hours of hard work that go into the work, that just everything that just happened in this shrine. So all my pete bees, my wives, all the children that are cleaning the shrine, that is how you function. That is the function of cleaning the shrine, and that is how you reap the reward and the benefits of it.
Yes.
Ashe.
This
has been another episode of Let's Talk IFA Q&A edition. I am Awo Ifa Jaminire.
I am Awo Ifa Tegunshe.
And you were tuned into
the best,
the greatest
podcast
on the planet Earth.
Let's Talk IFA. Ashe,
Odabo, Ireo. Peace and blessings, y'all.
Ashe.